Hello everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Cassidy. Thanks so much for watching. It's a new video. It's been a little bit and I'm so excited for today's video. I decided to do this video because I saw Sarah, I don't know how to say her last name, Caroli, on like BookTube. I love her, I'm obsessed with her videos, and I saw her do this video and I was like, I have to do this. She let TikTok decide which book she reads next, and so it's basically the TikTok filter. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I actually posted a TikTok like a few days ago trying to do it, and I ended up getting The Spanish Love Deception, and if you know me, you know I literally despise that book. But anyways, I thought it would be fun to use the filter to decide what book I should read next, but also I wanted to see if I could get it to give me a book that I already have, which would be lovely. But if not, you know, I'll get the book. But I thought that would be fun. There's so many different filters, and like I have never used any of the like book filters or like character filters. I don't think I have, but this one was kind of big. Like it's literally, it gives you like a bracket of different books, and you're like basically picking which book you like better. You like tilt your head to figure out like which book you like, and then it like narrows it down. I don't know if I'm making sense, but it's basically like a sports bracket. I don't know why I would ever use that reference because I don't do sports brackets, but that's basically what it is, but like with books. So anyways, let's try it. Let's just try it. Okay. Ooh, I think The Boyfriend Project is good. We'll go that one. I've read The Flat Share, so I feel like I should go that one. I haven't heard of either. I mean, yes, I have. What am I talking about? I haven't heard of the one on the right, so I'll go this one. I've read The Love Hypothesis, so I'll do that. I've already read Act Your Age, Eve Brown. I've already read The Unhoneymooners, so I'll go this one. Oh my god, I have Twisted Love. I've been wanting to read Icebreaker, though, for so long. So I'm torn, because I don't have Icebreaker, but I have Twisted Love. So I could read that. Okay, we'll go this one. Whoa. I'm gonna go The Kiss Quotient. I'm gonna go The Boyfriend Project. This is hard because I think Sarah just read From Blood and Ash in her video, but I don't know how she felt about it. So I'm just gonna pick that one. I don't know, I feel like I've heard good things about Felix Ever After, and Things We Never Got Over is really long, so I'll go this way. Ooh, I kind of want to read Twisted Love. Dang, I don't know. I'll go this. I'm sorry, Felix. I'm sorry From Blood and Ash, but I'm gonna have to go with Twisted Love. Okay. Yay! I'm not gonna lie, like I was so hoping I would get a book that I already had, and this is perfect because I've been wanting to read this book too, so yay! Here is Twisted Love. I'm sorry. The like little writing on the cover is so cringy. He has a heart of ice, but for her, he'd burn the world. But this series, funny story, this series I got for Christmas. It's been that long that I've been wanting to read this series, so like it's seriously so perfect that I got this book. Like I have literally been wanting to do a video on this whole series, so maybe I will do like a vlog reading the rest of the series since this book will be in this video obviously, but I got this series. I asked my grandma to get this book series for me for Christmas, and I didn't realize how like steamy these books supposedly are, And she got them for me, and then I opened them up and they were all like in a box, like she got them from Amazon or whatever, Barnes & Noble I think, and I opened it and I like opened like a random book. It might have been like the third book, and I just opened it to a random page just to like, I don't know, just like check it out. And on that page was like the most steamy sex scene I've ever seen, and I was like, oh my god, if she read this, that is so embarrassing. Like, she probably thinks that I just read, like, that's all I read. And that's, like, oh my god, I don't want my grandma reading that. That's so embarrassing. And I was just like, oh god, I hope she didn't open it up. I don't think she did, but if she would've, that would've been embarrassing. I actually don't really know what this book is about, or this series. I've just seen it, like, everywhere, and I was like, I need to read it because I've seen so many good reviews. But it basically follows Alex and Ava. It's a brother's best friend, and I get the gist that it's not even like Grumpy Sunshine. Like, I know he's grumpy, I think, but I think she might also kind of like have like a troubled past, and so it's like both of them like connecting like a forbidden love because they shouldn't be together since it's her brother's best friend, but they are. They might be neighbors. Yep, they're neighbors. So close proximity. We have that trope. It's just a whole bunch of tropes. Honestly, I'm so excited. I can't wait to start it. I'll probably start it now. So okay, hello everyone. It's the next day. I tried reading last night when I was in bed, and I literally fell asleep after like 5 pages. So I'm just gonna restart the book because I simply do not remember what I read. But anyways, ew, I feel like I'm home alone and I feel like something's gonna pop out behind me. Before I like start reading, because I'm basically just gonna read all night, but before I do that, I just have to tell you what happened today because it is honestly horrifying, and now I can never use my dishwasher ever again. Thank God I'm moving out soon, so that's that. Basically, I was about to eat lunch today, and I was like, oh, I asked my boyfriend, Josh, I was like, oh, is the dishwasher clean? And I, like, all I did was open up the door, and I can show you guys because you'll need to see. I'm literally so scared to open it though, oh my god. So I opened the door, and out of this random little hole, also this, no hate to my landlords, but this dishwasher is literally so disgustingly old. It is like from the 80s. We originally had like the same exact one, just a little newer. I'm gonna say like maybe 4 years newer. That's a guess, but it was like 4 years newer. And it broke, so they got us a new dishwasher, and it was the same dishwasher, just a few years older. And you might be asking yourself, how is that a new dishwasher? And I would be asking the same question. So anyways, it's like really, really gross. Like when we got it, there was like a bug in it, it was dirty, and you know what, honestly, I can't be bothered to deep clean it because it's not mine. I'm not living here forever. I'm moving out in a month. So we just deal with the dirtiness and ignore it. Anyways, I'll show you what, I didn't even tell you what happened. What happened is that out of this little hole, one of those like massive, like the fat, like freaking 1,000-leggers came out of the hole. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And Josh saw it and he was like, oh my god, no, no, absolutely not. And then it crawled down in the hole. It crawled in the hole. So it's just in the dishwasher somewhere, and like on the the inside of the door. I have no clue where it is, but I'm so terrified to use the dishwasher. I'm terrified to even be in the kitchen, and I'm really hungry. I want to make dinner, but like I'm terrified of them. Anyways, this is like the hole. That hole. So basically, I will be hand washing all of my dishes. Anyways, that is what I wanted to share with you before I actually start reading, so let's get into it. That's something cool. It kind of tastes like one of those vitamin C packets that you put in water, which I love those. I used to drink those like as a drink. Like I would make like a full drink of it because I'm a psycho. But this doesn't taste like as good as that. So I don't know. It's fine. Not my favorite. Thoughts. I'm literally exactly 50% through the book, 50% of the... I'm halfway through the book, like exactly. And I downloaded the book on my Kindle because there's something about reading on the Kindle that's like at night, like the lights can be off and like Josh isn't like, when are you gonna be done reading? So anyways, I like stayed up last night reading this book. I have some thoughts. I was so for this book, like, up until 40% of the way through. Like, I was like, oh my god, the tension, like, basically, Ava and Alex, Ava's brother, is going to, he's, like, moving away for a year, and so he's, like, really worried about his sister, so he asks Alex, his best friend, to come live at his house, which is next door to Ava's, and basically just like keep an eye out on her. I don't know, just like look after her. And so he's like, yeah, like you're my best friend, like I'll do it, whatever. But he's like very like grumpy, and it is like grumpy sunshine. She does have like a dark history, like a dark past, but she's like the sunshine happy girl, and he's grumpy grump. They start hanging out because Ava's friends are like trying to get Ava to be able to like get him to feel emotions, because they're like, he's so grumpy all the time, like he's always like so stone-faced, like he never shows emotion. Like we want to see like if you can get him to show like happiness, anger, jealousy, like I don't know, something like that. So that's like her goal, but in doing so they start hanging out more and realize that like there's feelings there, and then she makes him jealous, and then he realizes like, oh, like I like her. And I think for me, that's when I like was like, she like starts to make him jealous, because it just felt like Alex was like all of a sudden like, yeah, there is like some tension between them happening, and you like clearly know that they're like liking each other and something's starting to happen, but then all of a sudden he's just like, she's mine, no one can have her, she's mine. And then it like kind of switches, and all of a sudden they're like, we need each other. And like the language, this sex scene was absolutely insane. There was nothing, I don't even know, I have no words for this sex scene. It was a lot. Like there's steamy, and then there's this level of steam that's like, it's a little cringy. It comes off cringy. Like please I'll read you some lines I've highlighted. First of all, they're about to have sex, and Alex, his point of view, I circled her, a predator toying with its prey.
No.
I hate that. Like, why is it so territorial? And like, she's an animal. Can we not? And then she felt like heaven to my hell, the closest I'd ever get to salvation. That is cringy. She was the heaven to my hell. No, I'm sorry, but no one's thinking that in their head. You know what I mean? This might be the worst line. I'm so sorry, Ana Huang, but it's not good. I mean, let me take that back. It's a lot. It's certainly a lot. It turned out my sweet, innocent lamb was actually a dirty little slut in disguise. Excuse me? Like, can we just take like a moment of silence for that? Thank you, we can continue. That's where I'm at right now. I was like so for this book. So for it. And like, don't get me wrong, like I love a steamy scene. But that, it's like the wording that's being used. It's just giving like Ava is like a toy for him to use. I want to see like some different representation of sex in this. That's my thoughts right now. I'm gonna keep reading and I'll keep you updated. I finished and I have so many thoughts. Basically, it's the next day and I stayed up so late last night finishing this book because I was just like, oh my god, there's so much happening. Like, I thought halfway through the book, like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then besides the like steaminess of it and that crazy part of it, the like drama and the other like storylines were absolutely insane. The whole time Ava is struggling with dealing with her past and the death of her mom. She struggles with it because her mom, and this really isn't a spoiler because you learn this like pretty quickly as you're reading. Her mom had like pushed her in a lake and tried to drown her, and then her dad saved her. So she's trying to like deal with this and deal with her mom's suicide and like all of this stuff. And meanwhile, Alex has like a terrible history. Like, he also has a bunch of like family drama that he is trying to deal with, and his uncle is the only relative that he has left. So the whole time there's like this aspect to it, but then something happens that I cannot tell you because I don't want to ruin it, but something happens and it is like so wild and mind-blowing. And it also gets kind of violent. Like, there is some violence, so trigger warning for that. I think some of it was a little cringy, and I know it's a book, and so there are some elements that are, you know, would this happen in real life? No, but you kind of have to like suspend your disbelief. But for me, some aspects were like, of course, you know, the author's gonna write that this person was in this person's life, and it just, you know, it just felt like it was all a little too on the nose. Like, for the book, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, like, I flew through this book, which is why I can't say like, oh, I hated it. Like, I didn't hate it. I was reading it, like going through it. So I'm not gonna say it was a bad book. It wasn't my favorite book. I can't get over the like, I don't know how to put this, but humiliation king trope that was going on in the book. Not for me, you know, not shaming anyone. I just, reading that, I was like, whoa, I was not expecting that. So that was a lot. Besides that, yeah, I mean, I did like it. It just felt like there was so much tension and build up the first half of the book. And then we hit the midway point and it's like, holy steam. Holy steaminess. And then it's like the rest of the book is just like that, but then also like add in all of the like family drama and all this like extra stuff that's going on, and you're like, whoa, there's so much happening. And like, I appreciate that because I like a book that like I'm invested in. I was also just like, holy crap, like this is a lot going on. But overall, I think I want to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Like I said, I did not hate it. It wasn't my favorite book, but I didn't hate it, and I flew through it. So clearly something was pulling me in. I just think that some of the things that were said were kind of cringy in the way that they were written. But I do like that at the end of this book, it kind of sets it up for the next book, because then it starts talking about Ava's friend, like there's a whole friend group, and so I'm imagining that the rest of the books are following like each of these friends and their relationships, but the end of this book sets it up for the next book to be about Ava's one friend, Bridget, and her bodyguard, because Bridget is a royal person. She's like second in line to the throne, and so she has a bodyguard, and it's kind of hinting that there's going to be some sort of relationship with that, and I love that. I love that so much. So anyways, obviously I'm going to read that, and I'll definitely like, you know, I think I'm going to read the rest of the series, and then I'll do a video like wrapping up the whole series and my thoughts on it. Honestly, I am glad I read this book because I have been seeing the hype for this book like everywhere. BookTok, BookTube, Bookstagram, like quotes from the book. And it's funny because on Kindle, like when you're reading it on your Kindle, you can see the quotes that people have highlighted, and it says like 7,000, however many people have highlighted this quote. And some of them I'm like, this is what you're highlighting? It's like a scene where he's just like, you know, belittling her and like calling her names, and people are like, I'm eating that up, highlighting that. But go off. No shame, no hate to anyone. Those are my thoughts on the book. Shout out to TikTok for picking that book for me. Actually, I ended up picking the book, but you know, putting that in the bracket for me. I'm glad it did. Gave me an excuse to finally pick the book up and read it after months of having it. Those are my thoughts on Twisted Love by Ana Huang. It's the first book in the Twisted series, and I will be reading the other books, and I will keep you updated. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.